Become little friend. Someone is coming. Yeah, can tell me. Whatever you remember. But you are telling something.
Yes, sir. The reasons why Arjuna denied.
Huh?
The reasons why Arjuna denied.
You remember what reasons we discussed so far?
Yeah, that first was attachment.
Compassion. Yeah,
Destruction of family.
that is not yet discussed. Sinful reaction. Yeah, we had from recordings. Yeah. We discussed the first three reasons. How many of you coming for first time? Okay, okay. So we are discussing this first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So far, what happened? That Kurukshetra war is going to begin. Both the party has arrived. And Arjuna told Krishna, because Krishna is a driver, right? Partha Sarathi. He told him, keep the chariot in between the two army. Arjuna wanted to see who all came to fight with me. So what Krishna did, he kept the chariot in front of whom? Yeah, Bhishma and Drona chariot. Because then only Arjuna will get some kind of compassion that how I can fight with my teacher, my grandfathers. So as Krishna expected, he was ready to fight, but when he saw his guru and his grandfather, he started lamenting, how I can fight now. So he decided, I don't want to fight. So for that, he gave some reasons. That's what we are discussing. So these are the three reasons he gave, Arjuna. So do you remember what he told about compassion? Why compassion towards what? Why he was compassionate towards Kauravas, on what basis? Yeah, they were the relatives, blood relationship. So that's why he was compassionate. He doesn't want to fight. Whereas you can see some other war happened, that time he did not feel any compassion. He fought very nicely and won also. So loss of enjoyment.
The income that they will get after fights, they will not be getting enjoyment.
Because he has to win means they have to die. Then only he can capture the kingdom. So if after I capturing the kingdom, with whom I will enjoy? There is no relatives only. So just I keep with me only. So that's why I don't want to fight. That is second reason. That one, do you remember? Why he said sinful activity, sinful reaction I will get. Huh? Killing. Killing is for Kshatriya it is alone. Like a military man is there, he has to kill. If he doesn't kill, then enemy will kill him.
Killing the people which whom degree older than
With the who?
killing the people with whom degree older and they were.
Okay. They both grown together. But actually he told that Bhishma is such a devotee. Dronacharya is my guru. Such a personality if I kill, he never said Duryodhana. He told these two personality he considered. If I kill them, Bhishma is devotee only, devotee of Krishna only. And guru, how I can kill my guru only? That's why he told I will get sinful reaction. So one more is means two more is remaining. Destruction of family traditions, and fifth one is indecision. So today we will try to complete the first chapter. We discussed so far this verse. One is 1 minute, there is some problem. You don't want fan? It's fine, right? Okay. Today we'll start from verse number 39, chapter 1, verse number 39. So I'll recite the sloka, you can repeat after me. Kulakse pranasyanti kula dharma sanatana dharmenaste kulam krishnam adharmo abhibhavyati yuta. The destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanished. And thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irreligion. So here from this verse onwards, the fourth reason is going to start. So what here it is mentioned, the dynasty will be, if the dynasty is destroyed, that respectable people like in those, can you please close the door? In those days, there were joint family was there. So in joint family, everyone will hear one person. So who is that one person? Senior, grandfather. So no nuclear families. Nowadays, this nuclear family is very famous. That time they won't go outside, means separately going and living. Everyone will together. And this old person, what they will do after they retire from their job, they cannot work. So they study scriptures and they lead very peaceful and prosperous family. There should not be any fight. They will take guidance from them only. What should be done, what should not be done. So if you fight and kill all the male people, then who is there to guide them? This is what his answer. Someone should be there. So next verse we will see more clearly what exactly he is telling. Even in those days, no hotels also. Like now there are so many hotels, fast food, pizza, this, that, or just you order. And nowadays I had kitchen also not there in houses, is it? Huh? So no kitchen also. So things are becoming so much degrading. So that eldest person is not something just watching and what do you say, that easy chair, sitting in this chair and then just reading newspaper. No, they will be like men of character, and they receive the knowledge from Shastra. They should be ideal. So by that they gain respect. So whatever he say, even though he is old, everyone listens him. So you can see Shastra, what kind of knowledge is going to give. So because they are getting knowledge from Shastra, is what knowledge is there in Shastra? All types of knowledge is there in Shastra. Some you can see Dhanur Veda, which Arjuna learned, martial art, you can say, and astronomy. Even now people don't know that, how these things are all working universe, but these are all given very precisely in Srimad Bhagavatam about universe. Somebody has some desire to know about cosmology. If you read fifth canto and second canto Srimad Bhagavatam, very clearly it is given how the creation happened, from where it happened, not some Big Bang theory. There is no clue, only means no practicality. And palmistry, they can predict just by seeing that what do you call Rega, say no? The palmistry, they can read your future, and astrology also there. Ayurveda is there. For health, you see Ayurveda, yoga. Yoga sanas all came from Atharva Veda. Atharva Veda, one part is Ayurveda. So in that yogasana also there. Then how to keep good relationship. Hita Upadesh, there is one scripture is there. There it is mentioned how to have good relationship with everyone. What kind of person he is, how we have to behave with him in such a way that I can maintain my relationship. That is there. Then Manu Shastra, how a human has to behave. The rules and regulation for human being. That's why it is given by Manu. So that's why we follow that. We are called Manushya. So Manu Shastra, that relations there. And many max formulas also there, do you know? This zero from where it came? Shunya. Shunya is Shunya Jagadayidam bolte. Nothing is there. This and you know this max genius Ramanujan. Yeah. So from where is he? Any idea? And how he got knowledge? From maybe. Huh? It's the some goddess. Yeah. He got knowledge from God himself directly. He studies and get failed in all subjects except max. Max 100 out of 100. So when he was studying, his teacher was telling any number you divide by that same number, it will become 1. So nobody was showing any concern. But he raised question. If you divide 0 by 0, will it 1? Then that teacher also was wonderstruck. How he got this much knowledge. So he got knowledge from God itself. Whenever in his free time, he used to make formulas. So many formulas. Then apart from that, the very important like politics also there. And then science of matter and soul. Soul, no one knows. Nowadays in science, if you see modern science, they are unable to predict. They don't have any answer to that. Whether soul is existing or not. But scripture says, what is soul, where it is staying, what is the size of the soul, everything is given. And then from where the soul came, that is from God. So this all this knowledge is given in scripture. Even hypnotism also, this black magic kind of, that also in other part of. Hypnotism means Vashya bolte na, controlling someone. Then mystic power. By practicing, there are yoga has 8 types of mystic power one can achieve. Like someone prapti bolte. From nowhere they can bring something, some mango, some apple from Kashmir. They can bring. People do this type of mysticism. They make them God. But this is actually a mysticism. It is not something very. By practicing yoga, they can do that. They achieve this type of power. These are all given in Vedas. That's why it is called Vedanta. Vedanta means Veda means knowledge. Anta means end. End of all the knowledge. It is there in scripture. So these old people they study this scripture and they can lead the peaceful family life. So then just I want to know, tell you the glories of the scripture. When nowadays old people wheelchair, armchair, all they must be wait there, but that's why nobody respects them. A good day. It's like something like vegetable only. So Arjuna is trying to tell here, by killing them, there is no one in family, no leader to teach them religion. So if I kill them, then who will teach them religion? Then it will become irreligion. Everybody involved in irreligion activity only. Like if I kill such a people, then I am committing sin. Then woman also will think, why I should follow? Arjuna did not follow such ideal person. Yadyat acharati status, tadyat eva terojana. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita, you know. Whatever a leader follows, the citizen also follow that. A follower, like a cinema star. If he wears a kind of dress, then everyone will wear that, right? Example, nowadays, they take him as example or ideal. So similarly, a great person follows, the normal person also follows him. So the great person, Arjuna is not following, then his normal person also thinks, why I should follow scripture? He himself did not follow. So like this, he is fearful and he is telling, I will not fight. And then the next verse tells more clearly. Here it is said that Kula Dharma or Varnasrama Dharma. Kula Dharma means every Kula has kind of activities, religious activities that will be stopped. So what exactly he is pointing out in further verses we can see that. Adharmabhibhavat Krishna Pradusyanti Kulastriyaha Prisudhusta Subhashneya Jayate Varna Shankara. So the word Varna Shankara. So Varna means, anybody remember? We discussed already Varna. Varnashrama. In that Varna we discussed. What is Varna? Hmm. Exactly. So Sankara means mixed. So whenever marriage happens, no, they see a kind of matches. So whether this boy and this girl can live peacefully, they can have proper life. So for that they see some matches. So that's why they see this Varna and this Varna will match or not. So if they don't see, then it end up in chaos, family life. Sankara means mixed. Varna Sankara. So it is mixed. So these matches they say according to three gunas. Know that three guna, right? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Goodness, passion, and ignorance. So if he is in goodness, he is also should be in goodness. Then it will match. At least he can be in passion somewhat. Otherwise, ignorance means very difficult. Their family life will not be good. Goodness means passion. He will be very peaceful. He has inclination towards God, scripture like that, and he doesn't like to do violence. So very peaceful person, good person, we say, na? So this comes under Brahmana qualities. See, this Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, this all not by birth. So by birth one cannot become Brahmana. By quality only one can become Brahmana. By birth, like a judge is there. If his son also can you consider him as judge? He has to qualify himself. He has to study BABL, this laws, all he has to study. Then he gets that pass mark, then he can become judge. Similarly, Brahmana also, if someone wants to become Brahmana, he also has to have that qualification. So that is Sattva-gun. Rajas-gun means very angry person and he likes to fight. He likes violence. So Satriyas are told that. Satriyas are in, and they don't fearful to fight. They relish. And they will be so much agitated also. They are in Rajgun. Tamas means very dull person, very lazy. He likes to sleep a lot and he cannot understand things as it is. So very dull person you can see. In college all you can see. First bench, they like to study and they do homework very properly. Very noble character people. So they are like Brahmanas. Some Kshatriya kind of passionate people means they want to fight. ये क्लास वाले क्या बोले वो कैसे बोल सकते तुरंत झगड़ा के लिए some another character people is there, they don't involved in studies also, fight also, nothing. They just come and put attendance and sit. That type of game. Or animal you can see cow, goodness, tiger in passion, and a donkey or jackal. So this all in ignorance. So they see these gunas, whether these both can live peacefully. Means they can have proper life. That's what seeing the matches. That gunas they say, no? Otherwise, their family life, there will be difficulty. They cannot live peacefully. So due to this mixed marriage, mixed varna, the child also will become in that consciousness. The child also will not have good consciousness, good mindset. He may become thief or rogue kind of person. That's what Arjuna is fearful. That is Varna Sankara, unwanted progeny. The last line is there, unwanted child. It will take birth. So what he is trying to say, if I kill all the male person, who will protect woman? So there is no one is there to protect woman. And they also then don't follow Shastra. This unwanted progeny, they don't want to follow scripture. They do only sense gratification there. Enjoyment. I want to do only enjoyment. So if somebody is not following scripture means, then he will do wrong activity only. In general, king has to give shelter to 5 types of entities, living entity. One is Brahmanas, because Brahmana is a head of the society. That is intelligent department. Even this in those days, king also, na, they will be under a Brahmana. Rajaguru bolte. His work is he will not involve in fighting all. He will just give the intelligence. How to they study scripture, na, in that politics also there. So they know how to play all these things. So they take their knowledge from Brahmanas. So Brahmana has to protect it. If Brahmana is not there, then it will become so much chaos in society. Nowadays, you can see that nobody is there to give proper guidance. So that's why people are exploiting. Brahmana, they have to protect their children. Children is very weak and they don't know anything than women. And fourth one is cows. So if, that's why scripture is not allowing eating meat. In that is cow also so much restricted. It is so much sinful actually, eating cow flesh. And fifth one is old men, because they too don't have any shelter. So the king has to protect these 5 people. And in that woman will be protected by 3 people. So when she is not when until she gets married, father protects. After marriage, husband has to protect. After husband dies, eldest son has to protect. So in this way, the woman also will be protected by 3 people. So Arjuna's concern is, if I kill, who will protect woman? If nobody is there to protect woman, then these unwanted progeny people, they will exploit this woman. From there again, unwanted progeny will take birth. So that's why this adharma will happen. So woman has to be considered as mother, Shastra says. Even Chanakya Pandit says, except your wife. Other woman one has to consider as your mother. In the sense, even she is young also, but mother means that respect one has to give. According to Manusmriti, 7 mothers are there. That one sloka comes. Atma Mata, own mother, one's own mother, that one. Guru's Patni, Guru's wife. Brahmini, Brahmana's wife. Rajapatni, king's wife. Dhenu, cow. Why my cow has to be accepted as mother? Mother feed child 6 months only, milk. After 6 months, the alternative is cow milk. People challenge us now, if you eat vegetarian, you will become weak. But cow milk has all the vitamins, which nourishes the brain. In such a way, one can understand scripture also. It is very difficult to understand scripture. That also can be understood by just drinking milk. Cow milk. Dhenu Dhatri, nurse. She also considered as mother. Then Prithvi, earth, mother earth. We say na mother earth, Bhumi Mata. Because from mother earth only we are getting all the foodstuffs. So these are the 7 mothers. That's why Arjuna is telling, I don't want to fight. If I fight, I have to kill. Then no male person, then woman will be exploited.
Sixth one you said.
Dhenu, Dhatri. Dhatri means nurse, doctor. So nowadays you can see there were no concept of abortion. Then one research I took, it is very long time back I took, 1.56 million abortion takes place in India every year. So if you kill someone, police will catch us. But if you do abortion, they are not catching. They think that it is something fine, no problem. But that child also has consciousness. The child also undergoes so many problems. Scientifically, it is proven. The child gets problem. It is also a big sin. We are killing the child before coming out also. Because these are all due to ignorant. In another way, it is considered as murder. And in some time back, it was the fact that how it is possible someone will kill cow. I saw one photo when I was working in one of my friends said that family photo, very old black and white photo. In that cow and bull was also there. They consider the cow bull also a family member. Maybe somebody is from village, they can say that. How much they respect cow. That's why we do not Gau Mata Puja also. We also have in temple. When somebody dies, we do this ceremony, right? That time they feed cows. Do you know why? Pinda is for them, one who died. And we feed cows also. Cows also, Brahmanas also we feed. Because by their prayers, by doing this IDC, they will get pious credit. That's why they feed cows. I don't know here South में बना क्या थे ना? को मालूम है? नहीं.
Actually, Prabhuji, and in the process of the cows first, like when the cow is not like having so at that time they used to just feed that food to cow and then they consider it as like they will get like moksha.
Right, but separately they feed cows in our side. Brahmanas and cows they feed. On the day of that Pinda, after Pinda ceremony. It is said that person who died, he become crow and he will eat that. That also will come. Why they are feeding? What is the science behind that? Next sloka will see. Sankaro narakayaiva kulajnanam kulasya cha patanti pitro hiyesham lupta pindodhaka kriyaha pinda. Okay. An increase of unwanted population certainly causes hellish life both for the family and for people who destroy the family tradition. The ancestors of such corrupt families fall down because the performance for offering them food and water are entirely stopped. That's what that Pinda. This child was not born in proper consciousness. That child will become unwanted progeny. Like even after marriage also, when the male and female has come together, the time also seen. It should not mean some wrong time. Hiranyakasipu, you know, right? So who is his father and mother? Kashyapa Diti. They are Daitriyas. So what happened? Why he became like that? Diti forced Kashyapa Muni to have intercourse, but they too in wrong time. It is said, na evening time we should not sleep. And evening time we should inauspicious activity we should not do. So similarly, this also men and women should not come together at that time. So they forced and they did in the. So what happened that time? Shiva comes for roaming. So that time he brings his followers also. Who are his followers? Yesterday Shivratri. Ghost, very dangerous creatures, but Shiva protects them also. In the sense, someone has to take care of them also. He has to give some higher what to say, level of life. Generally, they should not get any human body, but if someone does mistake like this, so then Shiva will put that soul into that womb, and then this type of children will take birth. कुछ लोग बोलते ना बच्चे के राक्षस है ये, सुना है कभी ऐसा काम कर रहे हो बोल के. So this type of children also will take birth. So like this only Hiranyakasipu also took birth. While he was before taking birth only इतना inauspicious sign था. Animals are crying. It was too much dark. Demigods were all fearful. What is happening? Then they approached Brahma. Then Brahma told what is going to happen. And the son Prahlad will take birth. Everything will. Then Narsimha Bhagavan will appear. He told this all this thing. That's why this is also there. What time one has to come together. There is you might have heard son बच्चों का क्या बोलते? पुत्र बोलते ना. So putra means I discussed I think previously. Putra. Put means there is a hellish planet called Put. Tra means Tra means one who delivers them. Tra means delivery. Mantra. मन को डिलीवर करते हैं ये चंचल से. मन हमेशा चंचल में रहते हैं इसलिए मंदिर मन में आएंगे वो मन वो चंचल से बाहर देते. तिर the same meaning. That's why putra means the duty of the son is he has to protect his ancestors, father, ancestors, everything. That's why they perform this ceremony after that. That is called Pinda ceremony, bolte, Tarka bolte. So what they do in that ceremony, the main thing is they offer the food to Lord Vishnu. That food they will give them. They offer them to that ancestors. In this way, what happened? they will be suffering in so many hellish condition life. They will be relieved, and they might be roaming as a ghost. Ghost means no gross body. In second chapter comes that Bhumi Nalo Apovayu Emana Buddhi Revacha. So this gross body is made up of 5 elements. You know that Pancha Mahabhut, earth, water, fire, air, ether. This body, this is gross. There is another body called subtle. Mind, intelligence, ego, man, buddhi, ahankar. Usko andar hai atma. So death means this gross body is no more, but subtle body is still alive. That is ghost. Ghost means subtle body and soul is there. They don't have gross body. They have desire, but without gross body they cannot enjoy. So they try to capture someone and try to enjoy. किसी को देखा भूत पकड़ गया, वो लोग बहुत खाते, कुछ तो मांगते, ये चाहिए मुझे, वो चाहिए. The desire is that they want to enjoy. Without gross body they cannot. They have to eat, stool, urine they have to drink. Such a thing only they can do. Person has to live for some 70, 80 years. If he does murder, 40 years only. Another, the remaining part, he has to roam as a ghost. Or due to some other sinful activity, sometimes he has to roam as a ghost. In those things, they will be protected. That's why this Pinda ceremony one has to do. Otherwise, they will curse us. साप देते, ये कुछ नहीं, हमको प्रॉब्लम आते फैमिली में, लाइफ में. So it is very important. But one who is performing bhakti, chanting, hearing, reading scripture, for them it is not required. One who is not, for them it is compulsory. So Arjuna's concern is, if I kill all these people, then who will do this Pinda ceremony? That's what his concern. Next sloka will say. By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities devastated. So then he is telling that if everybody dies, then no one will perform Kula Dharma or Varnashrama Dharma. Both are same only. Varnashrama Dharma is said, or Sanatan Dharma. You might have heard Sanatan Dharma, right? Sanatan means eternal. Dharma means not exactly. Constitutional position is said. Dharma means like sugar should be what taste? Sweet. If there is no sweet, can we say it as sugar? Water is what state? Liquid. If you make it ice, then that is water only, but that is no more considered as water. So salt means it should be salty. So that is the position. So like this, Jiva's position also should serve Lord. So that is Varnashrama Dharma. So people nowadays, they are not following any dharma. Some are following rituals. Rituals, like we are celebrating Diwali. Anyone knows why we should celebrate Diwali? What is the reason behind that? Yeah. And one more demon also died. Narakasur died. That's why we south, I don't know, here we apply oil, take oil bath. Somebody died, then we apply oil and take bath means considered we have we removed them from our part of life only. But nowadays people, why they celebrate Diwali? For enjoyment. Okay, that's kind of ritual. If there is no spirits, then it will become ritual. If you put spirits, spiritual it will become. In my childhood also I seen, it is like big festival. They make so many sweets, sharing the sweets, dresses, gifts, all. So they celebrate early, getting up early morning. Now they drink. When they get up, they don't. After Diwali, they may get up. And every town has this temple. Every town has those days. So they celebrate. Festival means celebrating temple only, God, for God only. Every festival you take, there is some connection with the God. Diwali, you said Sankranti. Here also you celebrate Gudi Padwa. New Year is not ours, but we celebrate more New Year, right? Gudi Padwa, Ugadi, all there. आपको क्या रहता है कर्नाटक? Ugadi only. So by doing so, one remembers God, at least that day they get up early morning and go to temple. So this all this thing kept because of this only. In those days, they without going to temple, they don't start the day. Early morning, get up, first thing they go to temple, take darshan, they start the day. But now things are changed. They come to temple also for taking selfie or हमारे temple इतना अच्छा ये garden ऐसा ही बनाया है. So they come for that only. Because nobody is there to teach them. And on the other side, we can say nobody is ready to learn also. Someone is disturbing me, then I don't want this. Okay. That's what all family welfare activities are devastated. Nowadays, nobody is there. And that's give rise to unwanted children. These unwanted children, that is the problem. That's why people are against this marriage. Whenever Nicha Jati, something they get married, they say no. Because the reason behind this. But nowadays, because ego. Who will prestige? What my relatives will say, what neighbor will think about me. I am such a prestigious person. And my daughter is marrying such a Nicha Jati person. But actually, reason is not this. This is children will come out will be very difficult. Of course, Hiranyakashipu is such a demon, but Prahlad is such a devotee. So it's exceptional also there. But mostly this thing will happen. For Kali Yuga, no need to say. This type of generation only will happen. The reason is this one. In those days, it will never happen. Kshatriya has to marry either Kshatriya or Vaisya, no Brahmana. Male should not marry, female can be. So that is there. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those whose citizens are destroyed dwell always in hell. So here Arjuna is making one point. I have heard by disciplic succession. Disciplic succession means, do you know? Succession?
Like from the ancestors.
Yeah. Parampara bolte. So this is a very, very important thing. One has to hear any knowledge from authentic source. Otherwise, one will be misled. Arjuna is hearing from Krishna. So there are 4 sampradaya is there. We might have heard sampradaya. That is bona fide, given in scripture. One is Sri Sampradaya, which is coming from Sri. Sri means Lakshmi Devi only. There's a Ramanujacharya, this Melkote. And Brahma Madhva Gaudi, Brahma Sampradaya bolte. Ours is Brahma Madhva Gaudi Sampradaya, is called. From Brahma. From Krishna gave knowledge to Brahma. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye Muyyanti Yat Surya. So Krishna got Brahma got knowledge from Krishna, then he gave to Narada. Narada gave to Vyasa. So it is coming from Madhvacharya. That's why Brahma Madhva we say. Madhvacharya. From there comes this Gaudiya Sampradaya. That is what I was. Then after that is there Kumara Sampradaya. 4 Kumaras are there. That is very rarely here and there it is existing as of now. And another one is from Lord Shiva. So these are the 4 bona fide Sampradaya. So this is what he is telling. I heard from disciplic successor. Arjuna is not telling, I heard somewhere. I heard from Google. Nowadays, anything search in Google. So there will be mostly a negative thing only will be there. Because then only you will get like. Or many people will open your blogs. Like in it. That is business, na? How many visitors are visiting? Or YouTube knowledge. Not there is no more disciplic successor. Like you want to, when you will consider a doctor as a good doctor, he studied in proper college and he has certificate, he is bona fide that he is doctor, then you will consider him as a doctor. But if someone went to some local shop, there also he bought some books, medical book, there also same book is available. You can read yourself only. And then you can understand, right? Nowadays, anything you want, YouTube is there. You just type, you will get. So, but when you get consider that now I know how to do heart operation. I read from YouTube, more than 30 video I seen. So all the complexity I know. Someone will come. No intelligent person will come. Because it is not authentified. So that authenticity is given. Whenever we want to get knowledge, general whenever we ask that stall, people will say that no, I don't want to come for class. I will read myself. So I will ask them question, what are you doing? I'm studying mostly or something. Are they studied? So where you studied? Why you went to college? They say, yeah, college is required, then only I will get job. Because even to get job also that authenticity is required. Even to get knowledge also we need some authentified, bona fide person. You can see in next chapter onwards, Krishna, how Arjuna will surrender himself. That the last one is what is that reason?
Indecision.
Yeah, indecision. He doesn't. Even though he spoke so many things, at the end he will say, "I am unable to decide what to do." Then he will think, Krishna, henceforth we are no more friends. You are my guru. I am your student. Kindly guide me. Then Krishna will start speaks. Krishna also doesn't interfere in your free will. आपको जो करना है करो. When you are ready to come to me, then Krishna will help you. So this many you can see not even one word Krishna spoke. He will start. In the beginning only he will chastise. You are speaking like a very scholar, intelligent, but you are a fool number one. You can see that verse. The dharma is given for human beings, not for animals. One thing you understand, that sinful activity is there only for human beings, not for other living entity. I can tell one example. There is a signal. So red light is there. We have to stop. So suddenly one person break the rule and he went. Immediately police will catch him and put fine. Now a dog is crossing. So someone immediately 2-3 police will go behind them. वो कुत्ता क्रॉस कर दिया, पकड़ो उसको. Even if you catch also, it will wag the tail and run away. But similarly, because they don't have that knowledge, and you cannot give them also that knowledge. Amongst all the living entities, human being is the best, because he only can understand about God. No other living entity can understand. That's why the dharma is applicable only to human beings. Why this? How many of you attended DYS? No. You are also not there. Okay. There comes 4 defects. How human being has 4 defects. One is imperfect senses. The senses has limitation. You cannot see for long distance. Eagle can see, whereas we can hear only 20 kilohertz to something, hertz to 20 kilohertz, right? So that only, beyond that we cannot. But animal is there, below 20 also. Elephant can, rat, that ultrasonic wave we keep, na? तो डाल देंगे ना हमको छोटा ऐसा ही हवा जाएगा, but rat cannot tolerate. अचानक वो लगेगा क्या हो गया इधर, कुछ तो भूकंप आ गया बोल के भाग जाते हो पूरा. So that is imperfect senses. If you see the sun, it looks like small disc plate, right? Is it so? This thousands of times bigger than this athlete planet. But for us, it looks very small. You know, mirage. अभी रोड में जा रहे हैं, लगता है उधर कुछ तो पानी है ऐसा ही. But that is illusion because of our senses. Is imperfection. And due to imperfect senses, human commits mistake. How many times Edison did mistake? Anybody knows? To find the bulb? Thousands of times. Because we also do not this titration experiment. बनाया कोई किया है? एक बार करते क्या? कितने बार? 2 to 3. Then you will see the average, right? So that's what we have that defects. First one is imperfect senses. We commit mistake. Then we cheat also. We have that propensity. Anybody doesn't accept? They have the cheating propensity, like moon landing. So they told some simple example. They told that we have landed in moon, but it has been proven that they did not land. Russian has proven, right, that they have found out some things that flag had shadow and it was waving. There is something like they were telling. According to Shastra, moon is also on heavenly planets. If you want to go to heavenly planet, you should have sufficient karma. It's like visa. You cannot go to US without visa. Something like that karma should be there. Then you can land. And in order to, like, if you want to go live in underwater, is it possible? But if possible, you can wear some kind of dresses. They wear an oxygen motor. So for that, similarly, in moon also you cannot limit this body. This body is now, that earth element is more. That's why you can live in earth. For fish, water element is more. So it can live in water. There are some viruses, bacteria. It can live in fire also because fire element is more. It is considered in those days that whenever doctor comes, they don't throw the needle. गर्म पानी लेके आओ बोलते गर्म पानी में 2-3 बार ये सिरेंज को लगाते फिर इंजेक्शन डालते किसी को मालूम nowadays maybe in my days it was there at least they clean that needle with the hot water they consider hot water all the germs will die bacteria but later on they came to know there are living entities there in fire also there is sun planet also people are living so it was told in scripture very long time back but modern science now only they found out. So that's why this going to moon is not possible. That is one cheating code. Then illusion. These are the 4 defects human being has. Always they will be in illusion. That's why one cannot give perfect knowledge. With these imperfect senses, whatever you create, that also gives imperfect result only. So then that 3 types one can get, 3 types of knowledge one can get. Shastra says. Anybody knows? Pratyaksha Praman, Sabda Praman, Anuman Praman. These are the 3. Pratyaksha means accepting knowledge through our senses. That is Pratyaksha. We saw that senses can cheat us. So that also will not work out. Then Anuman, Darwin's theory. What is that? Darwin's theory? Speculations. What do you call speculation? How kya bol sakte? Maybe like this, maybe like that. He told that how he has came to that conclusion that human came from monkey. Our dynasties, we are coming from, according to him, we are coming from monkey. So he told how he speculated. You see, cat and tiger both have similar face, right? But cat is small, tiger very weak, but tiger is very. So from cat, it slowly turned into tiger. And human and monkey also have similarity. Some kind of, not by face, at least hands, leg, thoda chalne ka wo dekh this. So from like that, he was speculating. But finally, he told that there was no proof. How it was proven that they did not find any skeleton. Carbonate bolte na, how old it is, they can find out. So through that, they are able to come to the conclusion that there is no bone similar way like half monkey and half human. They did not find anything. But what they did, they cut that some bone and they stick and they try to prove it. And later on, it was found. I can share the scripture. If somebody wants, they can ping me. I can share the scripture and the details. I have a small clip on video where they very elaborately describe how it is. In some country, they removed only this Darwin's thing. I'm not sure in India. We told her slowly chalta hai humko. So this is Hanuman Praman. That is also not possible to come to concern. But that highest Praman is Sabda Praman. Hearing. If you want to know who is your father, whom we have to ask, what is the best way to understand? Ask the simple Sabda. Now, similarly, this Praman, this knowledge is coming from Parampara. From God only it is coming. So that's why this knowledge should not be broken. In 4th chapter, you see Bhagavad Gita. Krishna tells that this knowledge was broken. I gave this knowledge to Sun God, but now it is broken. That's why again I came. One purpose of Krishna is Dharma Samstapanarthaya, establishing the Dharma. The Dharma was broken, the chain. From I had from my Guru had from his Guru from his Guru. The parampara is broken. That's why I again came and giving this knowledge. Perfect. So the real knowledge you will get from the Sabda Praman. That is the highest authority. Others all may cheat us. So that's why Arjuna is also heard from highest authority, who is Krishna. Okay, we'll go to next verse. We have to complete today. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts. Driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, we are intent on killing our own kinsmen. So Arjuna is decided not to fight and keep the bow and arrow aside. Arjuna, what he is thinking here, just for my happiness, I should fight. and I have to kill them. What I am going to get by this? It seems whatever he's telling is okay, good, na? But what he's doing some wrong here, can someone find out? He's telling just for my happiness, why I should fight. Is it really his happiness? Which means Krishna wants this war, but he is not considering that. That's one mistake. So he's thinking, I have to fight with my brothers. I have to kill them just for this kingdom. Better let them only have it. In one sense, Arjuna is so virtuous because Duryodhana did not think, let Arjuna only have. Why I have to fight? He is there only 5, I am 100. For more, we will do some business and manage ourselves. He did not think, I have to kill them because he is not virtuous. He wants to kill all the Pandavas, especially him. He was very angry. The beginning, we saw why he was so angry. So this is a qualification of devotee. The real happiness, it doesn't come by having more wealth. WWW. Remember? Woman, wine, wealth. We are not going to get happiness with these 3 things. The real happiness, how it comes? Huh? Okay, serving Lord, exactly. One should gain that Atma Gyan. Everyone knows only Sharir Gyan and this body. So to give comfort to this body, they will do everything. What not? Job, anything, doing for the body only. And after doing everything and they reaches that such a highest platform and they become very rich also, that happiness will not be there. Even happiest person also cry. Why? Because that Atma Gyan is not there. One who has Atma Gyan, even though he leaves everything and go to Himalayas. You have seen? He doesn't want anything. Even though he is very rich also, he leaves everything, keep it aside, and goes and lives such a sadhu life, saintly life he lives. Even richest person also morals in this material world because of they don't have that knowledge. They just want to try to satisfy the body, not soul. So next chapter we will see how we are soul, we are not this body. Krishna proves, hence prove. So he will prove that. So here the problem is Arjuna is not thinking it is Krishna's desire. I have to be work as a puppet. Puppet means that it cannot do anything on his own. The master has to act in such a way. So for the pleasure of God, he has to do. But he is thinking, for my pleasure, I don't want to kill. That's one mistake here. In general, devotees likes to do anything for the pleasure of God. Prabhupada, at the age of 70, he went to US. What is the need? At such a old age, he has to go. Because the instruction is given by his Guru. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, it is said. Whatever is told by Guru, it has to be taken as very seriously. Because he is the one who is going to take us from this suffering condition. Like some person is going to die. Everyone told that he is going to die only. But one doctor came, somehow he gave him life. And he removed the disease also. How much grateful you are to Guru, that doctor. Similarly, Guru also, we are taking birth again and again and again in different body, in different family, in different world, everything. But we are just roaming here only. But Guru is the one who is going to help us for this. The Guru is such an important person in everybody's life. So like that Prabhupada went. He went and he gave such a knowledge. Even at that age also, he has such a faith on Krishna. So Krishna also protected him in every condition and then he became successful. Like Pandavas also undergone so many problems. Finally, they became successful because Krishna was there. They are devotees of Krishna. So 2 more verses only is there. We'll complete it. Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra weapons in hand were to kill me unarmed, but unresisting on the battlefield. So Arjuna is thinking that I cannot kill my grandfather and Guru, Bhishma and Dronacharya. Better let me die. He never said I will leave this war and I go somehow I beg and survive. Never said, because Satriyas is begging is not possible for them. Whereas if they are going for begging matlab it is very humble. You should be. कोई तो बोलेंगे जा सुबह सुबह आ गए So he will become insulted. For Kshatriya, they cannot tolerate insult. So in Mahabharata also, when Draupadi asked that blue lotus, we saw that we discussed about that. They met Hanuman also. After that thing over, Bhima was going ahead to get that flower for pleasing Draupadi. So where then he found that flower. That fragrance was very amazing. He found that flower. It was in a nice lake, but it was protected by Exos. They are the servant of Kuveras. That lake is belongs to Kuvera. So they told him you should not enter into the lake. Told Bhima. Why? He said, because it belongs to Kuvera. If you want to take anything, you should take permission of Kuvera. Go and beg him. They said. Why I should beg? He told. I am a Satriya. Satriya will not beg. Then immediately he jumped in that lake and they all started fighting. He finished everyone and brought that flower. So the purpose I am telling this story is that Satriya will not beg. That's why Arjuna told, better I will die. If at all he doesn't want to die because they are not ready to give any kingdom, he has to beg and survive. So he told that I cannot beg, better I will die. And that too he told unarmed. If I don't have any, I'll keep everything aside and I will go and I will die. Let him shoot me, I will die. Shoot an arrow, I will die. So, but actually that is not Satriya Dharma. The Satriya has to fight. If he is in chariot, he can also should be in chariot. If he is with the sword, he also fight with sword. If nothing is there, he has to fight wrestling. So that's where they should work. But here he's telling I will go and I will die directly. That's the Satriya Dharma, not like Aurangzeb. He killed his brother's father, he himself. Not like that type of Satriya. Arjuna had that was the two options. Only either I have to fight and win, but I have to kill the relatives. Otherwise, I will die. I will fight and die. But he did not realize I have to fight for the pleasure of Lord. So this is the last verse. We'll complete it. Sanjaya Vacha Evam Uparjana Sankhe Tatopasta Upavisat Visirjya Sasaram Chapam Tokasam Vignamanasha. Sanjaya said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, it is Sanjaya is now telling to whom? Dhritarashtra. Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrow and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. So second, that last reason, indecision. So he kept aside, I don't want to fight only. Beginning, he told that someone tell me to keep that bow and arrow aside, I will kill them. And I कुछ काम के लिए नहीं, रख दो उसको. Somebody says I will kill. Even Yudhishthira Maharaj told that. But now he himself is telling because of weakness, mind weakness. Arjuna is defeated by his own mind. His enemy is not outside, inside only. We also has that enemy. The mind always troubles, you know. Mind, even though you want to study, he doesn't allow you to study. You want to go for job, you cannot concentrate on job. It will be somewhere else. So one has to find out that who is really giving us trouble. So man ko isliye mantra, by chanting one can be delivered from that problem. So next class we will start chanting. Every class I am thinking, but next class we only will do. Now he is keeping the Gandhi aside because of his mind is instructing now. So one should not listen his mind. Then whom we have to listen? The replacement is Guru. Because mind gives us some chaotic problem only it makes. It tells us something wrong thing only. Because our mind is not pure. It is contaminated. Why? Who contaminated the mind? Huh? Yeah, senses. Ourselves only. Because we gave wrong input to the mind. That 5 senses are there. 5 wrong input has been given. 5 types of input. Seeing wrong thing, hearing wrong thing, eating wrong thing. This all will be registered in mind. Then it also act accordingly. It is like a child. How you train, accordingly the mind also will act. Now you have to give positive input. Taking darshan, hearing about God, taking prasadam, chanting name. And this your mind will be purified then it doesn't trouble you. It will become friend. Bandhur atmatmanastasya yenad maivatmanajita. In one verse, Krishna says, the mind is enemy also, friend also. When it is enemy, the uncontrolled mind is enemy. The controlled mind is friend. So how to control it comes in 6th chapter. Everybody likes that chapter. Mind. सबको problem है ना? Mind मतलब कैसे वो क्या है mind मतलब? It is a subtle body. We will see that. थोड़ा थोड़ा बीच में आते. So one has to listen Guru. That's why. So Guru knows how to purify the mind, how to make that mind friend. So now he is so much troubled by mind. Who? Arjuna. So he takes help from Krishna, the position of Guru. So Krishna will guide him. So that's what we are going to discuss from next chapter onwards. So successfully we completed chapter 1. Next verse we will begin. Hopefully Krishna, 7th chapter onwards, 7th or 9th verse I think, Krishna will start, 8th or 9th. 7th verse he will surrender. Please accept me as your disciple. You are my Guru. Karpanya dosa upahata subhava will come. Let us see how much we can cover. Mostly next to next verse we will complete. Okay, any doubt? Any question you want to ask? Fine. So shall we stop here? Thank you. Bhagavad Gita ki jai.